All right, so this Mercedes here, C-Class 300. Let me push out a little bit. All right, there you go. All right, so we need to change out this switch because this button is kind of stuck when I push it. So I got a whole new switch here for all of the windows and the mirror. Also, this button here looks like maybe it got used too much, so it's a little bit loose, although it works. So instead of taking a chance to that thing breaking, we're gonna go ahead and place the whole thing. So I bought a piece off of Amazon right here, and so it looks identical. You can get them in a couple colors. This one was black because mine is also black. So this button pushes, you can see it moving. So this one should work. Let's see how that goes. I always keep my original parts just in case this one like fails in 30 days or something. Put the factory part back in and then go ahead and find the factory replacement if I so choose. All right, so let's get it started. So what we have to do is there's just a little metal bezel around that has to come off first, okay? So we just kind of dig inside of here and you're gonna see it, okay? Buckle just a little bit and just kind of pull up on it. All right, let me try my other side over here. So, yep, so I got that part right there. You just kind of slide up and then you gotta kind of hold this as you're going, okay? So I got that one out. Do the same thing over here. All right, so we're going to pry it all the way around, and once we hold it with one hand, we keep going all the way around and also making sure that we get in this area here, and then it should come off. But because I only have one hand, it's going to be hard to do. I'm going to try, but we'll probably have to edit that out. All right, so I'm going to hold this one. I'm going to grab as I pull up with my finger also and snap. It comes right out. All right, and you just want to be a little careful because it does have tabs all the way around it. Okay, so we're going to put that one aside. All right, next we need to remove this whole body out. I think that they said, yeah, we're coming up right up in here. Okay, now the thing about this one is that there are two prongs right back here that are pretty stuck in there. So you always want to try to come out from the side and the front, loosen that up, and then pulling it, sliding it forward that way, okay? So we're going to pry all those sides up. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, hold on to that one. All right, once you get them up, you kind of want to hold them up, okay? It'd be good to have a pry tool and another tool. So let me see what I've got that could suffice. A key. All right, so we're gonna go with some keys here, right? Let's take this key right there. Okay, hold that right there. And then we're gonna go along. Okay, so now it just pushed up, and then we're just going to now pry it up this way. It should pop. It should be ready to pop right out. Let's get one end over here. Okay. Here it goes. Okay. And then with our hands, so we get it up about that much, and then we go with our hands. Just gotta pull at it. Okay. It's pretty strong too, but remember that you want to pull that way. Pull it up and then going that way, away from there, because you have these two ridges down there. You don't want to break those or do anything crazy there, okay? So this is being held together by this thing here, and we're just going to unplug that by pushing down into here and then pulling it out. All right, easy peasy. Okay, so now we have the switch in our hand, and it still has another housing on top of it, believe it or not. But this one should be pretty easy to take out. There are several areas that it's held on with, starting from the back. You got one here, you got one here, that's two, and then three. One there is four, one there is five, one there is 6, 7, and I believe 8 over there. Okay, so let's go ahead, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pry those two up. I'm gonna put this in my pocket again. Okay, so I'm gonna start from this back one right here, and I'm just gonna pry that out. Okay, pry that one out. All right, and then pry that one out. So then it should start lifting once we get them all pried up and out. Okay. All right, let's get that back one over there. Okay. We'll come around here. We'll grab that one. Just push up a little bit. All right. So can you see that it's going up? Okay. And then I got one more over here. Okay. I don't squeeze it too much, and I got one more over here. All right, get that one back again, and get that one again. Okay. So as you're doing it, you see that? Each one is getting pushed up a little bit away from its thingy, okay? So all those are off, and there's only a couple more that I left on. Okay, so I'm gonna get to this last one right here. All right, that's it. And then this just comes right up. Okay, set that aside. That's the old one. I always like to feel the weight and the plasticiness of the others. And also, you know, you might want to do a little, send this thing to pathology, you know, and see, you know, like what went wrong inside here, if it can be repaired, because it is the factory one. It is likely to be better than the, you know, the replica. And so like this button here wasn't pressing, so maybe we can see if there was some kind of gunk or something in there that we could clean out. So we'll do that when we go in the house. And we're always, like I said, we save our old parts. Never know when we can use it. Never know if just the power window part comes off by itself, and we can use these buttons again. Okay, so we put that one aside. Let's grab that new one again. Okay, that's the brand new one. And then we're just going to do the reverse of what we did. So we're just placing this one over it. Okay. And then each of those little snaps, nice and softly, each one. Okay. Get it lined up right. Yep. All right. See that one there snaps, and that one snaps, and they're all snapped in. All right. Okay, let me just put this cam down yeah. Yep, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is in, 6 is in, 7 is in, and 8 is in. So they're all in. Now, all you want to do now is you just want to make sure that you plug. Just want to set that there, turn it over. Okay. Take our plug this way up the top with the button, and we're just going to slide them in. All right. All right. Okay. Once that's slid in, so you can see that it's still not all the way in. So I'm gonna push down on it a little bit and make sure it slid in here. So I have to put the camera down. All right, so now you can see that it's in. So if you look right here, the little clip is up and pressed up, and this button is right outside, okay? To get it out, you'll push that clip down. All right, so that one is ready to go. Remember, the 2 prongs here go over here towards the back. So we flip it over. We take those 2 prongs, slide those 2 prongs back into the door. And the cushioning on the leather make it just a little bit snug, you know, right here. But it's perfectly fine. It's pretty strong. And you just kind of push them back down in there and it will go. Just push it back and down. Here it goes, all snapped in. So what's missing? The bezel. Remember, we took the bezel off, put the bezel back in. So normally, before I would go through all of this, when I plug it in, I would check it. But just because, you know, it's video, we want to, you know, have the wow of, hey, does it work? We're going to check it once we're done. So I definitely would not put this bezel on if I wasn't creating a video. Definitely would check it first. All right. So remember, the bezel has several tabs on it, so you just kind of want to go straight down with it. All right. And be gentle with this. All right. I got most of them in. They're all going down. Everything is in flush. Looks just like when you bought it. All right. Now, here's the key. Let's see if it lights up or anything. Take a look at that outside mirror. And let's see if I think this one will close the mirrors in if I hit that button. So let's see. Absolutely, it did it. Won't he do it? All right, let's try the driver's side button there. See if the mirror moves any. Oh, so you push it, right? And then you use the arrows. I'm gonna use this arrow so that you can see me pressing it and watch the angle change. Perfect. 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 And perfect. Great. Click to the other side and you just have to believe me that it's working. Yep. And it works. And then so yeah, so oh, the power windows, let's see if that works. Yep. The auto part works. Okay. One button down. That should be auto. Yep. One button all the way down. One button all the way up. Try the rear. One button all the way down. One touch all the way up. Great. And then the locks to turn the windows off. I believe that the driver can still control the windows, but the people in the back cannot. Perfect. It works just fine. We'll see how it works in 30 days, if it's worth it or not. Thank you, guys.